far as like warming up on the bench, if you warm up too fast, especially me personally, it more so takes my CNS to get adapted to the weight than it does my muscles or my joints. So like you'll see warming up, maybe my elbows are shaking a little bit on some of the lighter loads. Typically that's just your nervous system trying to get adapted to the weight. And so if I see that on like, say like 2 plates or 3 plates, I'll retake that same weight again until I feel ready to go up in weight.
Good.
All right, y'all, we're for some chest. So I was kind of going through a couple of my warm-ups. I don't do any like dynamic stretching or nothing like that, or static stretching. I just come in and start kind of going through certain movements, getting some blood in my chest, get my elbows nice and warmed up. First big movement will be incline bench.
Just to give them a gist,
Yeah.
you've had leaps and bounds of progress with your off seasons, but how you do anything is how you do everything. So are you detail oriented with your training?
Yeah, I definitely am. That's why I just came back to the barbell, incline barbell, about 3 weeks ago. I haven't had it in since middle of prep for USA, so maybe April time frame. I transitioned to the Smith machine. I actually tweaked my pec on the Smith machine, had 4 plates and a quarter. So I gave myself a good little break of pressing for a while. Now I'm implementing the barbell back in. Just I feel like a barbell is actually safer than the Smith machine when it comes to bench. Because on the Smith, when you're failing, you have more confidence in the fact that you can continue to push through that failure rep. But it's so focused on your chest, the rest of your body can't really help you in assisting that rep. Whereas on the bench press, free weight, you can kind of use other parts of your body, I guess you could say, to complete that rep. So there's less risk on tearing a pec here than in the Smith. So I'm kind of slowly ramping back up right now.
You said you needed a squat.
I will.
So hopefully bit more weight than that.
Yeah. Something to take note of. See a lot of guys benching too wide. I think they believe it maybe more pec stimulation, but really to be a good bencher, you really want to stack your joints, right? So stack your stack your wrist on your elbow over your lat almost. So you want it all just to be in a good straight line. That's really, you're really going to create that power. When you're wide, you're very vulnerable. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Good. Easy.
Yeah, so a little bit of a higher volume approach lately. For body parts across the week, to be honest with you. So typically I would have did like a top set, 1 back off, and moved on. Lately I've been doing more top set, and then another 2 to 3 sets following that on compounds and isolation movements. And I thought my body was responding really well. So 1, 2. Yeah, I try not to relax. That's why I don't really even touch my chest at the bottom. I'm not saying you relax as soon as you touch your chest, but just keep it like a good inch or so. I think mentally, I'm more connected to my chest when I'm not locking out the top and not touching on the bottom. Just kind of saying that 3/4 range of motion.
You know, there'll be comments about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
y'all
people are
better
going to be
comment on
talking
this.
shit about it, but
Pete's going to respond himself.
Half reps, half reps.
half right.
Ego lifting.
But then they don't look like Pete. They look like. Never mind. We ain't gonna do that.
Ego lifting. Yeah.
Does what agrees with your body, does that change, or more or less it kind of stays the same? Like,
No, I definitely have like gone through seasons of different styles of training. I used to power lift, so I used to train, the bench super strict, right? Like pause in your chest, lock all the way out. But again, that's weightlifting. That's not bodybuilding. That's just trying to move a weight from point A to point B. Whereas right now I'm going off the feel. So if it feels good, I'm gonna run with it, even if it doesn't look the best or whatever the case is. Go look at Ronnie Coleman. Go look at Branch Warren. Look how they pressed. They were never locking out of the top, never resting at the bottom. So I would say it worked for them pretty well. Pre-workout meal. So I had 2 meals before I came in. So meal 1, 150 oats, 100-gram banana, 1 ounce orange juice, and then 2 scoops of whey. And then second meal, the 150 grams of raw wheat rice, 8 ounces of ground turkey, 12 grams of olive oil, and then on the way here, 2 Nutri-Grain bars, another 50 grams of carbs, and then currently drinking 100 grams of carbs from Gatorade powder. Yeah.
Is any of your meals like enjoyable, or is it this is what I need to do?
Man, currently it's just this is what I need to do. The food gets so high, I'm not really hungry for any of my meals, so they're good, but I'm just not hungry for them, so they're not like, the flavor doesn't, I don't know, man. For me, some guys are like, well, if you put effort in your meals, make them tasty, you'll enjoy them. In a prep setting, yes, 100% agree. But when your food is 6,500 calories up, it's not enjoyable anymore. Y'all notice too, like, I train different tempos, man, even through this same workout, same body part. Barbell bench, I'm more fast tempo, constant tension. Here, slowly eccentrics. I think the longer you lift, you learn what works for you. And say barbell bench, if I slow the eccentric down, I feel more in my triceps and shoulders. But here, something about this setup, my slower eccentric destroys my chest. So I don't know, man. Don't be afraid to step out of the box and train a little bit different than everybody else, Oh, God dang. That was a painful pump.
So you just like isometric kind of at the end? At
the end, yeah. Especially like on machines. Milos talks about it, he says stay in the pain zone. For me, that end of the set, when you hit failure, man, you stay in that stretch position and hold every good 10 seconds, it's going to burn. And as soon as you come up from underneath that stretch, you just feel that blood rush back into your chest. So I figured it's doing something right. If y'all notice, I'm doing like 3 to 4 sets per movement. And when I say 3 to 4 sets, those are 3 to 4 working sets to failure each movement. So we've done 5 movements. So I've probably done 18 working sets, 18 sets of failure on chest. That's a little bit of a higher volume, like I was saying at the beginning of the session, but it seemed to be working. I put in the work under the super heavy loads. I still train heavy, but now, like I said, I'm kind of going off of feel, trying to increase volume, more of a Jay Cutler, I guess you could say, style. Just feel healthier, thinking about longevity. And to be honest, it's giving my muscle bellies a really rounder and fuller look, which has been nice, so yeah.
You want to be in the video?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Good set.
That's game?
Yeah, that's game, dude. That's about all. I got one set left, just that, but that's about it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, man. I'm about 34 weeks out from USA's, still maintaining 300 pounds. Just doing the do, y'all. It's just a matter of stacking good day after good day and being as consistent as possible with high effort, right? You can go through the day and check your boxes, man, but if you're not being very intentional and checking those boxes with intensity, you're just like the average bodybuilder, you know what I mean? In order to get to that next level, you got to do next level shit. So that's what we're trying to do.
Bye-bye. Bye.